Alright, finally. I've been meaning to check this out. This is another Half-Life mod that's been released this year. So we had Half-Life Entropy Zero 2, which was an amazing Half-Life 2 mod, and then we have Half-Life Field Intensity, which is apparently a really good Half-Life 1 mod. And this one is very opposing force-ish, which is my favorite. And I've been excited to check this out. I just haven't had a chance. But I figured, fuck it, I'm going to play it and get as far as I can tonight, and then just whenever I can, play it again. But more Half-Life stuff for you, the stream, and for me as well, the streamer.
All right, a soldier. Now we're gonna see some action.
Oh. Welcome back to Black Mesa. Stefan Oldfield, male, or Steven, I'm not sure, age 26. There is a Half-Life 1 VR mod coming out soon, that's right. It's amazing that all this stuff is happening at the same time. Vinny, planning on doing some Half-Life Halloween mods this year. Some of my favorite streams. I have creepy Gmod stuff, but if anyone has any Halloween-themed Half-Life stuff, whether it be Half-Life 1 or 2, or Alex, please get in touch. Vinesauce.email, go there and fill out the form. I'm always open to it, but I do have some. Have a safe day.
Corporal Oldfield, do you copy? Please respond.
Knife.
Squad Romeo,
Gun.
please respond. Guess who's your radio operator, Stefan? Yeah, it's
Stefan.
me, your old friend Kevin.
Oh, hey, old friend Kevin.
Your squad's almost arrived at the destination point. According to our map, the elevator to the level 3 dormitory should be somewhere nearby.
The elevator must be in that room behind these doors. No way I can cut through this with my torch. Man, I hate thick doors.
Situation's pretty fucked up here,
Maybe
sir!
we can find the control panel and open those gates in a more civilized way?
But yeah, this is based, as you've seen, on if you haven't played Half-Life Opposing Force. It is the first expansion for Half-Life, which I think is great. And, when I saw that there was, a full... Oh, that nice zombie.
Well, you're the one with the night vision. You go there.
Oh god. It's the green night vision. Hang on, I think there's an option for that. When I saw that there was another, Opposing Force full mod of some kind, I was like, hell yeah. I gotta check this out. But even though Black Mesa has become a hellscape, it is just a very comfortable place for me. The textures, the sounds, the monsters. I like to return here as often as possible. The smells, the scientists wearing ridiculous ties. Vinny, the 5 is an upside down 2. I really wish you didn't say that. I wonder where Adrian Shepard is at this very moment. There's 2? Ah. Okay, so we gotta find another switch. Ugh. I also like this knife. You didn't hit the first one? Oh, I didn't? I like this knife better than the crowbar. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright.
Never seen dogs of this breed before.
I like this dude's voice.
Get into the elevator, Stefan.
Go kill some scientists, Stefan. New York's hottest club is Club Black Mesa.
Follow your squad engineer. Get into the elevator, Stefan.
Okay, but why are there helicopters? Why can I hear them while I'm
Remember the order, Stefan. No witnesses.
Stab them.
Damn, something must be broken. I hate elevators. I'll stay and try to figure it out here, but you might have a better luck outside.
You might have a better luck outside. It really does sound like someone not from America doing their most over-the-top American soldier voice, and I love it. No, it's good. It's actually really well done. And it kind of almost sounds like the John St. John take on the soldiers from the actual opposing force. Sound like a McDonald man, says a chat member. That's us. That is the... Did you see Review, Brock? Review the adult Happy Meal? You don't know about the adult Happy Meal? What, chat, what is it? It's like just a...
talking about this Gordon Freeman guy. Looks like he's responsible for this mess. HQ sent the squad to search his dormitory.
Yeah, it comes with an adult toy. It's like a Grimace butt plug, if I'm not mistaken. I got one today, and it was an awful toy, even compared to the kids' ones. Okay. No, I watched the review, and I forget what the name of it was because it was so weird. And it comes with one of 4 toys, and they have 4 eyes. It's some fashion... Oh, cactus meal, it's called. I thought it was actually like a cactus. I was convinced that this Happy Meal was for adults, and it was like cactus food. Like you eat a de-needled cactus. It's a hipster clothing brand, says a chat member. They're collectibles. Well. This is a custom asset. Hipster Funkos, is that what they are?
These ladies are crazy.
Haha.
Freeman! We don't have time to mess around here!
You've got to believe me. Freeman could be anywhere.
I'm not letting you go until you talk!
Please.
Sir! Hello! Sir!
That was a Half-Life Decay reference? Oh, okay. Gina and Cross cameo? Ah, shit. Well, I heard them. They said leave no survivors.
Let's get the hell out of here!
And in my mind, I took that as, you know, chop up the body.
At your command, sir!
so that someone can listen to the story on a podcast while playing Splatoon. Yeah, that was a whole other debate recently about people listening to... God, that's loud. We're gonna lower the game? We're gonna lower the game? There was a whole debate about like true crime podcasts, and like people were calling it trauma porn, and others were saying, no, it's just informational. I like the information. And it's like, with the Dahmer show and everything, like the families that weren't... It's so much. There are so many facets to it. But I mean, I think if you like that stuff, just admit you like, you know, hearing about fucked up stuff. It's, you know, humans have a morbid curiosity with fucked up stuff. It's, I think it's just part of... I don't know, it's a weird part of us, and it's, like, I don't really get it myself, but even, you know, at various times in my own life, I enjoyed reading about, like, weird, fucked up stories, just to see what happened. But, you know, just to say, oh, I like the information, it's like, well, you're just stockpiling the information, then? I think it's probably a little bit more than that. Yeah, the unknown is fascinating, but when it comes to like families and their own trauma being kind of ignored, that's the discussion. I don't have much to add to it, but it's
Just when I was getting short, I've got a pull.
it is funny though. I always like, you know, someone's death is summed up in a podcast. It's like, here's a 45-minute podcast while people are drinking like hot lattes. And other people are listening to it while playing Splatoon or exercising. It's like, oh, at least life meant something. There's a dude there. Vinny the ladder. Well, maybe down here? Hang on. If I die, I want people to listen to it on the absolute shittiest podcasts. I would love for, like... Oh man, I want a podcast called Clown Trauma to cover my death. Hey, everybody! And then they honk. It's me, Bobo the Trauma Clown! Today we're gonna talk about this very, very disturbing murder. His body parts were hidden across the country like the Horcruxes from Harry Potter. Alright, well right now we're gonna get Johnny the Bobo Clown to talk about it. But first, juggling. Do 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 do. That would be great. And if people could listen to that, like, while they're doing the most menial work, like just number crunching at some job that means nothing to them, that would be even better. Take a shit. Yeah, just take a nice big dumpy while you're listening to John Bobo the Trauma Clown. Chat, this knife didn't always have a charge, right? It's hard to go from the Trauma Clown back into Half-Life discussion, but we're gonna do it. And this is where Vinny met his terrible fate. Womp womp. Hang on, I have just the thing. Where's my slide whistle? Oh, it was here he was stabbed and gutted like a fish. But don't worry, he lived in torment for another couple hours. All right, folks. Now a word from our circus performer, the strong man. You know about the clowns that staple money to their nuts, right? Well, they're on that podcast too. Why not? Can't get up there, chat.
I got a bad feeling about this mission.
Can't get through there. Ah, the security room. John Bobo, the trauma clown. Can someone make art of that? And like, I'll actually.
Hey, Stefan, I haven't heard from the
I want to see it.
The second elevator. Have you met up with them yet?
We went from the McDonald's meal to this somehow. I was wondering what that music was, but it's actually these arcade... Huh. So we got Prax Wars 2, Dante's Revenge, Xeno Invaders, Floppy Man, and Xeno Invaders, just because that one's so popular. And of course, Ricochet 2, Electric Boogaloo. Good reference. Fuck. Text Adventure? Is that John Bobo the Trauma Clown? Got sidetracked by this nice arcade. I like it. It's nice that even in, you know what? When I play high-quality Half-Life mods that expand the lore, I just accept that that's what's in Black Mesa, because Black Mesa is big enough to have an arcade. So in my mind now, Black Mesa has an arcade. Cactus. It's the cactus meal.
Right away, sir.
Wait, are these things? No way.
Sorry, Purple. This door is barricaded from the other side.
Can you get in there? No? These soldiers are making my life a little more difficult. Do you think Black Mesa has a mixology bar? In the 90s, no. Maybe a LAN room so they could play Quake? AI art of John Bobo the Trauma Clown? You could tweet it to me, please, if you have such a thing. It's like, you know, Billy Bob as a name? Well, he was just born John Bobo. It's like, oh, hey, John. No, my name is John Bobo, actually. Like, that's your full first name? Yup. There's a hyphen. Even as a small child, John Bobo was speaking as a clown. Watching unsolved mysteries. Oh, what else? What else is here? Oh, I gotta push this box. John Bobo was a Columbo of sorts. Yep. Have any VOD watcher celebrities reached out in the last 2 days? No, just like Yoshi and stuff. Like celebrities like Yoshi the dinosaur.
Here's the new objective. Proceed to Sector E. That's the next place we expect Freeman to be. We need him taken alive for questioning.
Boy, that poison definitely did not help me.
By the way, the other Marines really want to make this guy pay. I've already took down a lot of other units. Be careful out there, man.
I do love this sound. This particular form of reverb that Half-Life uses. Blue Man Group likes this too. Oh, we're in the office complex now. I like this one scientist just standing in sewage. Well, I didn't have to do the deed myself, so... I can't actually, chat, I cannot wait any longer. I need to see the AI John Bobo. Tagged you in the AI images. Oh, here. So, here it is. John Bobo, the trauma clown. Interpreted by an AI. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. I think of all of these, the bottom right one I like the best. Because it's like... He's not sinister, he's just fucking weird and like somewhat crusty and sad. But there's also this John Bobo, the trauma clown, staples dollar bills to his pubic area. And this is just pure John Bobo, the trauma clown. See, and this is why we have AI. For shit like this, please, you know, let us continue using it for this purpose without stapling a dollar to one's pubic area. That's all I ask. It's good in a pinch. You know, like a piglet pinch. Clowns make good friends. Do they, though? I've been seeing a lot more Clussy on the internet lately. Like, I don't know, a frightening amount. I don't know, sexy clowns has just become like a genre. I think there's like a sexy clown streamer at this point. Maybe a VTuber. Ah. Mr. Coomer. Good to see you. Vinny, you know Mike has a sexy clown VTuber model, right? Yeah, of course I knew that. Button next to fire door. Oh, yeah. Wow, I feel dumb. Oh, we're back here. Which is good, because we need to bring our soldiers.
Affirmative, sir.
I feel like
You got it, Corporal.
it's very
I'll be
uncomfortable
right
when
behind
someone
you.
refers to their sperms as soldiers.
Sure, we can do more damage that way.
Uncomfortable.
Corporal,
Chat,
this
uncomfortable.
should only take a minute.
One of the new Gorilla songs might be my favorite of theirs, period. Oh, interesting. Someone saw Gorillaz and said they played some new stuff. That's cool. Glad to hear Damon's still writing good music.
Have you seen any other soldiers
Not that I
on my
really
platoon?
doubt it, but it's cool. Alright, you gotta go. Here it is, chat. My favorite weapon in opposing force, the Deagle.
Shit, the power is off in this area.
Love this fucking
There
thing.
should be 2 generators somewhere. I hate power generators.
Remember when big TVs were like even like thicker than this? God. This is a lovely elevator of death. Drama almost got killed by a TV like that? What do you mean? Like when he was a kid? What's this emote? Germa TV. When he was 33. He was doing a bit. What do you mean? Somehow I'm not surprised, but what do you mean that though? What do you mean? He fell over while holding one. And dropped it on... Oh, he actually got crushed by it. Oh, fuck. So wait, that was when he was 33, so that's after I met him. If I'm not mistaken. I thought for a minute this was a church. I was gonna say, does Black Mesa have a church? Alright, and now we give praise and thanks to our Lord, Jesus Christ. I saw one clip of Jerma that went viral of him playing Breath of the Wild. It was the one with the ball. And him, sounding like a cartoon character. Again, it's really hard for me to, like, keep up with streamer stuff because I end up doing it myself, and then when I'm not streaming, I like to watch non-stream related content. But I do like Jerma a lot. I wish, you know, I wish I had more interest or time to see such things because he is incredibly entertaining. He really is. And also, there's a part of me that kind of wants to watch someone else play Breath of the Wild because everyone has a different way of playing that game. And it's actually really... It's really fascinating to see how people solve the puzzles in their own way. Jerma's way is interesting. Oh, okay. I mean, if you're making fun of the way he plays Breath of the Wild, just go back and watch some of the stuff I did, because it was not logical or consistent. Like, sometimes I would do something that made sense, and then I would, like, spend way too long on dumb puzzles otherwise. Hey, you can play Prax Wars while you're doing your, laundry in Black Mesa. Okay, this is a pretty good gag. Endless scientist suits. I guess that would just be a lab coat. I will never in my life forget the moment Daruk saved your life 3 times as you fell down a mountain. That was a moment. Keep in mind, I had forgotten about that until you just said it, and now it's like, oh, of course, that was... Oh.
Gates. You better proceed without me, Corporal. Seems like I'm gonna be stuck here for some time.
Alright. Black Mesa Transit Authority. So far, this is pretty good. This definitely has a pretty quality Half-Life feel to it. I don't feel like I'm playing like a second-rate mod. I feel like I'm playing something like a lost hidden, or, yeah, not hidden. It wouldn't be hidden, but a lost expansion. Or just more opposing force. Maybe not on the same level, but really close so far. I liked your first Shield Surf moment where you whistled the Chocobo theme and died instantly. I know there's a randomizer for Breath of the Wild, but is there any other interesting mods aside from, like... I did a couple. There was, like, Shrek, of course. You know, Thomas the Tank Engine, I'm sure, but... Oh, multiplayer, that's right. I saw that. I heard about it. Buff Link, of course. Booba. A randomizer for Breath of the Wild doesn't seem as... That seems like something that maybe would be good in a way, because everything in that game... breaks. So if you find something super overpowered early, it doesn't feel like it would break the game. You just have to be more judicious on when you use it. I would be frightened about Lionels showing up in random spots if the enemies are randomized as well. Oh fuck, no, no, no. That wasn't rope. This is rope. Oh god. Gotta go. We actually do have to climb the rope. And not like that. My one complaint about this right now is the over-reliance on this green on the night vision. The problem with it is I like the flashlight better. And this just, like, illuminates everything near you. Which is cool, but, as a result, the atmosphere is lost and it just becomes green. It was also a problem in the original Opposing Force. That's just my opinion. Maybe some people are cool with it. Alright, let's get this out into the tray. Oh, it's the Splatoon elevator sequence. Leave. Snarks, leave. Nice, okay. See, now this looks cool. Thoughts on your music being featured on the next Orc Massage? Yeah, what an honor. Only if they can do Vomit in the Ball Pit or Fuck. Those are the only two songs I would sign off on for that game. Getting dangerous. Oh, Between the Cheeks would probably be a good one. There are chat members here right now that do not know about Between the Cheeks. They don't know. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. Ah! Oh my god. No! Ooh. But why does that door close so quickly? Something feels fucked up here. Chat members, something feels weird. VOD watchers skip ahead 4 hours. Let's see. Okay, so that was the... It's a cycle. It's on a cycle. Yeah, it didn't seem that way at first. I'm good now. Wait, no, I'm not. Oh, God. Oh! And it's saved there, too. Shit. I like door closing camera. God, I have a dangerously low amount of health. Vinny, did you watch the new Internet Historian video? I fell asleep while watching it, but I was watching it. It was about the dude stuck in the cave. Internet Historian just uploaded... I don't know what this has to do with internet, but the video was amazing. And, it made me deeply uncomfortable. And then I fell asleep watching it, for some reason. But... yeah, it's really good. He's a historian on the internet. Good point. Well, he was stuck in a cave because he wanted to... It was like 1925, I think. And this dude wanted to basically... dig a hole to get through the cave to this really, really interesting part of the cave that would have been good for tourism.
Saved at last. Wait a minute, and I'll let you in.
So he tried to, you know, over months, he spent hours and hours and hours, like, just going through this massive cave system to get to this really interesting natural formation, but at the bottom of one particular shaft, he got stuck, And then I think he was down there for like days and days and days, and there were so many people that tried to rescue him, but it collapsed and caved in on him.
This connection's been giving me hell for
Like
a while now.
craziness.
Well, bad news. Gordon Freeman's on the other end of Sector E, nowhere near you. But there might be other scientists in this area for you to track down.
Hi. What part of the armed forces are you with?
You forgot the funniest part, where the guy became what drew tourism to the cave afterward. Well, I didn't make it that far in the video, chat member.
Hi. What part of the armed forces are you with?
You just spoiled real life. That is pretty ironical, though, if you think about it. Dude wants the biggest tourist destination in this cave, finds it, tries to dig his way through, gets stuck, almost dies, and then he becomes the main draw of tourism. Very ironical. Lego ironical.
The armed forces are you
Maintenance team blue. Check heat exchange.
Thank you, Barnyard. Again. Boy, I love having 6 health.
Report to track control sector E.
Oh, God damn it. No. No. I was playing, for Steam Next Best, Chasm the Rift, which is a first-person shooter that came out a little bit before Half-Life. And that is, like, level-based, Quake-like shoot.
Okay, I'll cover you.
And it's definitely good for its time, but then, like, just a year or two later, Half-Life would come out and, like, just change the
only way out
first-person
would be to
landscape.
Find someone with scanner access. I'm pretty sure there's a few scientists hiding somewhere in the labs.
But yeah, it's a pretty decent game, but it's also a, you know, find key, get to next area, find another key, get to next area, find secret. And for a minute, just for a minute, chat, I saw what looked like a switch, and I was like, oh, there's a hidden area there.
Die, you blood.
Still no health, man.
Sector C.
A little bit. But yeah, Chasm the wrist, Chaz the wrist. It's getting like just a modern release with some like support for modern stuff. I think the retro FPS boom led people to say Gordon Freeman led people to say, hey, what games do we have that we can re-release?
Out of the lab. The shortest way to the surface from here is through the Gamma Complex. If you lead me to his entrance, I can let you in.
My Chasm policy is that I'm happy to play a couple levels of it, but I don't want to play the full thing.
Good luck.
New Blood loves Chasm the Rift. It's pretty good. Well, when you watch my next Fest video, I'll have a lot more to say about it, but I'm just thinking about, like, it's just amazing how in a few short years the first-person genre, the shooter genre, evolved so much.
Somewhere in Biolabs, but I've lost contact with them. Free try your own, buddy.
It was like, what, 4 years? When I think about 4 years now in the first-person shooter genre, I think Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Remakes of the Call of Duty games that were already in a very firmly established first-person shooter, genre. I guess in the past 4 years, though, we have seen a lot of, like, boomer shooters, if you want to call them that, but I don't care what you call them. It doesn't really bother. I call them retro FPSs. That's been the most, to me, that's been the most interesting thing to happen in the first-person shooter landscape, is the return to the classics. Because for a while we had just, like... In terms of, like, single-player first-person shooters, Half-Life was, to me, the biggest, like... the biggest thing. It's like Doom, Quake... They're kind of similar in a way, and then Half-Life just changed everything. And then I guess, what was the next big change in the first-person shooter genre, like, in the single-player department? Maybe Call of Duty. Well, Halo, yeah, Halo. Well, Halo is a different kind of, yeah, Halo, for sure. I view Halo more as, like, that turned co-op first-person shooting and perfected it. Like, it turned it into a huge thing. And it had a campaign that people still fondly remember. So yeah, Halo's an important one. In terms of single-player, someone mentioned Half-Life 2. I'd argue that Half-Life 2, as much as I love it, the thing it did most was not the way it was structured, because it was still structured kind of similar to Half-Life 1. But the thing that Half-Life 2 did was the physics. Like the gravity gun. And that's a pretty big change. But I wouldn't say it was as big of a shift from, like, going from Quake or Doom to Half-Life 1. But the physics then were, like, so important that future games would just, you know, ingratiate them into their gameplay. Sometimes it was a little bit, like, of an afterthought. I'll give you an example. Time Splitter's Future Perfect had a gravity gun. And very, very limited physics. You could just toss a couple boxes around, and that was pretty much it. It was like, oh shit, we gotta get that in there. But then Call of Duty kind of made everything, like, super realistic. Iron sights, slower pace, squad-based gameplay.
Grab some explosive alien bugs. You can use them to kill the damage.
Call of Duty wasn't really slower paced. I mean, the way I view Call of Duty from, like, Modern Warfare and World at War and all that, I enjoyed them very much. But when I say slower paced, I mean, you were at the mercy of, to a large degree, your squad. Oh, I got different kind of snark. Green snark, red snark. Chum toad. Like, if you tried to move up past the firing line in Call of Duty, you just die. So you kind of have to pick your targets, wait for your squad, shoot, duck behind cover. It was different than go through a linear progression at your own pace. It's like, no, 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 it's time for the shooty segment. More fragile. That's a good way to put it too, because you weren't, like, in a power suit. Overwatch porn was revolutionary. I wish this fucking chat member was joking. But it is a fascinating shift, and then if you go to the multiplayer side of things, going from, like, you know, original Quake deathmatch to maybe like Team Fortress, Half-Life going to Counter-Strike, and then that evolving into stuff like Tribes and the, you know, arena shooters like Unreal Tournament. And then again, fucking Call of Duty comes along. And does its thing. And for a while, that was like, I guess, just dominant multiplayer. Dude, Doom 2016, its multiplayer mode was Call of Duty. It just straight up had Call of Duty progression. Oh fuck, Garg. Doom 2016 multiplayer was pretty fun. I enjoyed it, actually. I thought it was good. Probably should have saved my game before doing that. Shit. Doom 2016 porn was revolutionary. God, I would hope not. I kind of feel like Doom 2016 might have been, at least partially responsible for the uptick in successful retro FPS games. It's not like they didn't exist, but I feel like that, this is just a theory, this is just a game theory, but I feel like that game having a more traditional, like, you know, you're going through levels, there's secrets, there's a story, you know, there's definitely some Half-Life in there too, in its DNA, but and then it was like arenas where you just focus on good shoot. And it was just really nice to have that. I remember when that game came out. It was a breath of fresh air to not have to hide behind a squad and cover while your eyes stop bleeding. It's just like, no, 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 you have to kill enemies. You have to hit them so you get your health back. Just kill me. So yeah, I like that gameplay loop. And I do think that that helped people appreciate the older style FPS games. Oh, what happened here? They're holding hands. I guess, to loop back around to my point, if I even had one, I'm not sure. I'm just talking. You know, I'm a streamer. I kind of have to do that, but what I, was saying about Half-Life being like a seismic shock to the first-person shooter world and the gaming world at large, it's just funny how far this advanced the genre and then how stagnant it was for a while. And like just whatever innovations we saw were just like, you know, Battle Royale or something like that. But I guess that's what happens. It happens in film, it happens in music. It's not just the gaming industry. Happens in porn. I mean, look at Overwatch. No. No, let me take... Clean suit required. Clearly you don't have one. Overwatch was so heavily used for porn they encrypted the Overwatch 2 models. I read about that. Or at least I read the headline. So yeah, I heard that before. But, like, doesn't that actively hurt their sales? If you think about it. I mean, I find it weird, but at the same time, like, let people rip the models and do what they want with them. The fuck? Yeah, and that's the bizarre thing. This is actually one of those things that is weirdly good for business, even if it is fucking bizarre. It builds interest in the brand and has people engage, quote-unquote, with the content. And... yeah, no, Blizzard is just intent on just, like, doing whatever they can to make the most amount of people unhappy.
Aim for the head, find it. I got another one.
Good for you, Barnyard.
Stand back.
We're going backwards now. Oh! Running dangerously low on ammo. Lab coats required, but what about ridiculous ties? Half-Life science noises are very nostalgic to me.
Science personnel resistance extreme.
This one in particular. Vinny, who is your favorite Overwatch character? I don't remember. I actually do not remember. Yeah, probably Kremlet. Kremrold. I love Kremrold. Kremrold has a sick ultimate and is a great support tank healer.
Aim for the head if you can find it.
Which is the one from that one internet video where there's like oh, that's Duncan. Yeah, Duncan. Is there actually an Overwatch called Duncan? Sure? Oh, okay. Chat, I am going in circles. I don't know where to go, what to do. Apparently, I need some kind of suit for this area. Kill Garg with blue snark. He's afraid of teal snarks. I guess they explode? Oh wow, would you look at that? This whole time. I accidentally had the right solution, and I didn't even know. Oh god, now it's my problem.
Oh, you defeated the beast. Excellent. Thank you for the help. Now we can head to the Gamma Complex.
There's still a Barney
Security
somewhere.
is engaged.
Is that cricket copyrighted? Almost certainly so. Newer chat members don't know about the crickets being copyrighted. Well, essentially, chat members, one time I played crickets. I think it was...
The entrance to the Gamma Complex is at the end of this hallway. Let's go.
I think it was a joke on, like, I made a bad joke, and now there are crickets. And the VOD got muted because the crickets were copyrighted. So someone's out there claiming nature. Weird. That's like if someone tried to copyright a dog. Yes, we here at Petco, we own the Shih Tzu model. That's our specific model. that's happening, no doubt. If it's not happening, someone tried to do so. You know what? You know those, like, combo dogs? I don't really know. The hybrids? What? I wouldn't be surprised if... at some point... Did that scientist man die? Oh.
Yes, let's go.
Almost. Yeah, like the cockapoos and snickerdoodles, something, whatever the... Yeah, what that chat member said. Combo dogs, we'll call them.
Fascinating. I never suspected.
I wonder if someone did that and tried to, like, file a copyright with the US Patent Office of, like, I invented a new dog. Every time someone creates this dog, they owe me $14.
Well, there goes our grant money.
I just have a picture of an F-14. Tom Cruise's office. Just don't worry about it. Stay still. Well, this is getting pretty good. It's also 1:30, which is good enough for me. That's about my limit these days, folks. Time to... This feels a lot like Half-Life in the best possible way. Like, this is a really well done game. Mod, rather.
I just want to get out of this alive.
Yeah, it's really well done. It feels like opposing force in Half-Life. And, apparently it gets maybe even better, according to some chat members, so I'm looking forward to that. More soon. I don't know when, but... at some point. This is another, I think, probably must-play for Half-Life fans. Vinny, are you frustrated? Are you also frustrated that unlocked stuff in Slice and Dice resets on new versions? Of course I am, but... yeah, the 2.0 version released, like, today. But I knew that was gonna happen. Anyway, that's Half-Life Field Intensity. Thank you so much for watching. Splatoon was good. This was good. Good night for gaming, gamers. I don't think I'll be live Thursday. Again, I usually lately I haven't been saying specifically, you know, if I'm going to a convention, but I will be at Comic-Con on Thursday, and then a mystery day after that. So I probably won't be live Thursday. There's a chance I will be. Again, if you see me, if you want to say hello, that's great. But also, yeah, I mean, I'm going for me. And so if you want to chat for a little bit, that's cool. But I will be moving fast like the New Yorker. So hopefully it'll be a good time. But I hope everyone has a good night, good day, whenever, and I'll see you soon. Plenty of pre-recorded stuff on the way, and I probably will either stream, I guess, Thursday night or maybe even tomorrow night if I feel up to it. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'll see you around. And hopefully Bobo the Trauma Clown won't have to cover a story. Good night.